like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Juelz. This is Juelz's Corner, and I'm making all kind of noises and stuff. But thank you for tuning in anyway. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 9, Episode 6. Okay? Episode 6. I have my window open today, so I'm hoping nobody walk past and be like, shut your ass up. Let's hope so. I don't think they will, but you know, it's always weird when a window open and you talking about stuff. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a J-Bird. You know, I love you all. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. And to, as always, hit that notification bell to let you know when I have a new video up. Because it's always greatly appreciated. I don't know why I feel like this microphone is, like, weirdly crooked. Anyway, it don't look no better. Do not forget to also follow me on Instagram at J_Lees_corner and all that goodness. All that goodness. Okay. Let's get started. On this particular episode, we see it starts off, we see Juelz is at the house, at his mama's house, and saying in his old room, he can't believe he finna have to go to jail and be away from the family. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's having a hard time, you know, admitting that he's going to jail because he was on drugs. And I'm like, okay, he's taking some accountability. Even though I kept on saying, well, it's not really because of the drugs, because it was a gun. But even he says it is because of drugs, so kudos to him. And so he said he's going to get a jail tattoo. And, I mean, he in the room or whatever. I'm like, that is a jail tattoo. Who gets a jail tattoo before they go to jail? I'm like, he wanted to get, it's a crown that says minds over matter. But I'm like, it just looks like that's a bad jailhouse tattoo. I mean, that's like a starter outer tattoo. Like you, Juelz Santana of Dipset. You couldn't get a better tattoo than that. I mean, the crown don't look like a crown. It looked like a W or like a Burger King crown. Not a crown, not a king crown. I just, you know, and then the three, I'm like, girl, bye. I mean, that's a horrible, I wouldn't want to get that before I went to jail. That would be, no. No, I don't like it at all. Like, it just looks cheap. That's the kind of tattoo you get when you like 21 and they have a tattoo party and they like, you know what I'm saying, 3 tattoos for 3 people for $25. They look like that was his part of $25 and he could have did better. I could have did better than that. Okay. And why the man? Why is the lowercase M's? I'm like, shouldn't it be an uppercase M? If you a king? Boy, he's so stupid. That's just a bad tattoo. Anyway, he at his mama house getting a whole tattoo. In the room, on a little full-size bed. I like the lamp in the corner. You know, the coat on the back of the door. You know, Kimbella come in her little cut-off pink. Well, them hands, they too shredded, okay? She dressed like a prostitute who wants to be fashionable. And she think it's prostitute fashion. But it's just not. I just don't like it. I like her curly moppy hair though, but I just think the boobs and all the slits in the pants is too much. But I digress. Anyway, I didn't went all off topic. So she's in there coming to visit him because again he's at his mama's house. He's not allowed yet to be back with her because they are not married. And so, you know, she come in like, I want to talk to you. So I came over to visit you and I thought you'll be back here because, I mean, this is the back room. And I wanted to come say that the last time we talked, I know it was bad. It was in the car on the way back from jail. And she said, I realized that, you know what I'm saying, maybe that wasn't the best time to, you know, have the conversation on, the drug use or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just should have not did that at that point in time. So I'm sorry. He lives, you know what I'm saying, baby? I'm sorry too. We going through so much. We've had so many hard times. And I want to make sure that we utilize this time for, us being together, us being in love, and us spending all the happy times together that we can before I go away. And I'm like, oh, isn't that sweet? Okay. And we then see later on, no, she then tell him that, she want to let him know that his son, someone at the son's school, another kid, because his son is 8, another kid told him that your daddy going to jail, your daddy was on TMZ, your daddy is a whole drug addict, your daddy talk funny with the new teeth in his mouth. Your daddy must have got them new teeth, okay? But again, the kid told his son, your daddy going away or something going on with your daddy or whatever. He going to jail. Well, your daddy's going to jail, and so he feels bad. Like, I'm saying, I wanted to be the one to have the conversation with my kids, and I hadn't had that yet, mainly because they was waiting to see what was going to happen with his case or whatnot. And so he like, I'm going to have to talk to the kids now. So we later do see because he took the plea, he's able to move a little bit more freely. Okay, he doesn't have to stay in the house all the time anymore. So he's able to go to his son's party, and the kids was happy to see Daddy show up. Yay, Daddy, yay! And at the party, he tells the kids how he's gonna come back home, and he can be there with them more than. The kids are very, very, very happy. Okay, they're very, very, very happy. They were also surprised that he even came to the party, because again, he hasn't been able to move. So when he walked in, it was like, Daddy, happy, 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 happy. So I'm like, that's a great thing. So we then see later on, I'll remove this picture and pop this new one in. We do see later on, they at the house, chit-chat, because now he's back at the house. And, he tells the kid, like, I got to tell you something. Daddy has to go away for a little bit of time. You said Daddy has to go to jail. And the kid's like, what? Daddy has to go to jail? Now, I know they're laughing right here, but this when they was first sitting down or whatever, got sad, more sad later. I didn't want to show that part. But the kids were sad, so the son say, well, I don't want you to go away, Dad. Gives him a hug, and then the daughter like, do you have to go away? Like, it was so sad, okay? It was so sad. But I like how he said, well, yeah, I have to go away. Daddy did something wrong, and Daddy got in trouble. Remember, I told you you don't want to get in trouble, because when you do, things happen. So Daddy did something bad, Daddy got in trouble, and I have to go away, so don't you be doing nothing bad. I'm like, oh, why you cry? Okay. Anyway, so we see both kids are crying. The daughter, oh, I'm like, it's so sad. She said, can't you just ask them to let you stay? He said, I tried that. I'm going to keep asking, but I don't know. The son then roll over on the bed, covering his face, crying. The daughter is in his chest crying, like, can I pray to God that God will bring you back home, Dad? He's like, I'm coming back home, baby. I'm just going to be gone for a little bit, but I'm going to call you, and you can come visit me. He said, but I don't know your number. And I was like, oh. He said, but no, I'll call you. It was so sad. Okay, but they hugged and was happy at the end when he said it'll be okay because Daddy gonna come home eventually. Oh, just crazy. We see a little scene where Joe going to talk to his mom, mainly because they just kind of checking in or whatever, and the mama bring up how you and Sam been together for a little bit of a minute or whatever. Y'all have a whole baby, y'all in love. Like, when y'all gonna get married? Like, when you gonna move to the next step? He then say, well, lately, mama, she been tripping, okay? We've been fussing about little stuff or whatnot. We not on the same page about little stuff, and it's crazy. I don't know what's going on with her recently. He like, we keep arguing about sex. She's like, sex? He said, yeah, she wants more of it, and I'll be too tired. Like, because I'm always working, and she like, well, look, you can't be neglecting her. She gave him a good little pep talk, but then he said, what I'm saying, look, I want me and her to be good, okay? I'm saying, I want us to be good, even if we're not together. Like, even if we're not together, I want us to be able to co-parent good, and I just don't know what's going on right now. We then see back at the house, seeing there's a whole little slow song, you know what I'm saying, and she at the window looking out the window. I'm like, okay. Anyway, she brings up how, she loves Joe, and she loves the baby, but she says recently she's just been emotional, she's been up and down, she just hasn't been happy, and she does not know why. And she's like, I keep asking Joe for more time, but he always puts work first, and we see that whole thing. Cool. So what do we see next up? Next up, we see Rich and Nia Lee end up meeting up. And the last time they met up was when City Star was at her party, and Courtney Lee was like, I don't want that, whatever. And it was almost a fight, but it wasn't a fight, you know what I'm saying? And, she let him know that, and I'm sorry how, things happened last time and whatnot. I didn't mean to be that way. Sometimes I just be doing too much and that's my bag. I'm trying to chill out now, trying to be a better person, okay? A whole better person. Miley's really pretty, but she's very aggressive, I can say that. She was all on her IG one day, after Self and her on the last episode, and she went on a rant for like 30-40 minutes. If Self ain't shit, I'm not jealous of nobody. I'm like, girl, it was on deaf ears. Anyway, but dollars do bring up, I heard about you and Self, you know what I'm saying, kind of having a little tip thing at the last event that y'all was at, you know what I'm saying? And she like, you know what I'm saying, me meeting with you, I can't even get that with him. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just want some acknowledgement, is what she said. And I like what Rich told her, even though Rich is like, whatever. He said, look, you may need him one day, later on down the line. So you need to learn how to just move right, to not burn bridges. And I don't think that was him saying conform. I don't think that was him saying let somebody dog you out. I think that was him saying, even if somebody piss you off, don't do nothing that makes them not want to work with you later on down the line. Like, don't burn that bridge just because at that point in time they wasn't really trying to, you know what I'm saying, help you, because you never know if later on, you may need their help, and at that point in time they want to help you. But if you burn that bridge and you need help later because you burn that bridge, they like, I'm cool on you. However, if you did not burn that bridge, they can say, you know what, she been cool for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Let me help her out. You know what I'm saying? I've been bullshitting or whatever. I'm gonna help her out right now. So, I get what he was trying to say to her. She brings up how she's different now, and she's cooler now, cooler tempers prevail or whatever. And so she like, I just kind of want some help to kind of get my music to the right people. But I'm like, so why are you talking to Rich? Rich ain't got nobody's music to the right people in years, okay? In years. But I do think he's still in the industry, but he's in the love and hip hop industry, yes. I just don't know who Rich has introduced anyone to recently. Okay, not saying he ain't did stuff back in the past. I'm not gonna take that away from that man. But I mean, who has he found on the show out of 9 seasons? Anyway, he said, you know what, I'll help get your music into the right DJ hands and whatnot. If you could do me a favor, I need you to kind of help me refine Sydney Star to be more of a rapper, just to be more well-rounded as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And since you're a female artist, you can kind of, slick out them rough edges on her. And she's like, oh, okay, well, I guess so. And so you're like, well, all right, because she's on her way and she's gonna walk in. And I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So here comes Sydney Star, who walks in. I'm looking like, hey, Sydney Star is pretty. I do think when she gets it right, she gets it right. I really do think that. Sometimes it'd be a bit much, and sometimes I'd be like, not so much, people. But I do think they're both pretty. Okay. Anyway, Brittany, it was Brittany. Sydney come in and she apologizes to Nia, saying how, because I'm trans, I've had to deal with people before who would kind of do things and judge me certain ways and make me feel some kind of way, and you made me feel some kind of way, and I was off in how I came at you. Okay, I was a bit off in my approach, and I apologize for that. Nia, I'm like, who is Nia? That's my cousin's name. Nia says how it was never her intent to like make her feel any kind of way, and she's like, I maybe came off, a little bit rough too or whatever, but that wasn't my intent, and my bag or whatever. We both need to have growth if we want to like move forward or whatever. And a whole little kumbaya moment, and Sydney, we might have been best friends and we just didn't know. Here got Rich, are y'all best friends? No, they're not. And please do not make them the dynamic duo of love and hip hop. I hate when people meet and be like, you know what? You're my best friend. No, bitch. No. Even when I met Carla, well, no, it's not true. When I met Carla years ago, we were kids. We were kids. I met Karla when I was in the 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm not an adult. And I meet another adult female. I'm like, you know what? You're my best friend. You're not, because Carl is my best friend. But I do think they can have a great friendship that can grow to be something. And that's really cute. So they squash they beef or whatever, realize, you know what I'm saying, that they both are misunderstood and they both can get to know each other. That's great. I think it's wonderful. Honestly, truly, I do. I think they're two talented women in one way or the other, and they can learn something from the other one. Okay, let's just say that. So we see Mariahlynn and Jonathan meet up or whatever, and I did not know that the little girl, if you look at the picture, the little girl in the back, I did not want to get a close up of the daughter, even though they showed her face or whatever. But she is taking care of her mom's daughter, which is her sister. So she has custody of her baby sister, who's like 3 or whatever. So her and Jonathan are kind of meeting up the chit chat. This made me have more respect for Mariahlynn, only because it's a different side of Mariahlynn. I think Mariahlynn was kind of brought in with the other, like semi-talented people who we kind of didn't like, and I think she did not know who she was, so she had this weird persona that I didn't get, and I'm like, once upon a time I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it, I think she's more than that. And this scene gave me more than that. And I felt like, okay, you can do a couple more, reality shows. And I would be like, okay, I would like to see her home life for her family or whatnot. Or what she's going through. Let's say that. So she brings up how her mom is still dealing with her demons. Her mom is in jail. And because her mom is in jail, again, she has custody of her sister. And so she's like, I'm going to go for full custody because my mom is just not, responsible. For the 3rd time, I'm having to be, the adult, the parent in the situation or whatever. And I'm just tired of the bullshit. She brings up how she's also taking care of her nephew who's like young too. And I'm like, damn. That's crazy. So she don't say what's happening with her other sibling to where she's taking care of her other sibling's child. But she's taking care of 2, young kids because they mamas ain't shit. So her daughter, her niece, no, her nephew and her sister. But the baby sister, like, kind of calls her mom. And I was like, oh, wow. Because when she was talking to Jonathan, saying how, it's so hard for her, and sometimes she just kind of wants to break down, and that's sometimes why she's so hard about things. And when people come at her, that's why she sometimes retaliates in such force, because she's just so frustrated with things going on, and they don't know what she got going on in her real life. And I'm like, that's true. People sometimes don't know what's going on just behind the camera, just behind the smile, or even just behind the frown. But she says, I can't break down. And then she's starting to tear up. The sister, like, are you okay, Ma? And she's like, Mama's okay. Are you sure, Mama? Are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm okay. And it was cute to see the girl seeing her about to cry and was like, no, Ma, don't cry. And I'm like, oh, Ma, why are you crying? It was so sad. But it was not sad. It was cute. It was cute and sad is what it was. So Jonathan brings up how he gets it, because with him having his own drug issues, he gets how hard it is for her to deal with her mom being on drugs, and how her mom has these spells in and out of jail or whatever. Whereas with him, when he had his drug spells, he was like just cussing people out and fussing with everybody and feeling like everybody was like he was the victim and everyone else was to blame. He says, but what I'm saying, he's calmed down on that or whatever. He, I was beefing with Juju, I was beefing with Kimbella. Anais ain't talking. And she's like, oh, speaking of Anais. And he like, you got the picture? And I said, what picture? Girl, look at this. I said, Hoppo, who that woman? I was like, oh my God. Anais, and I wanted to make this picture big enough for y'all to see it. Anais has always been thin. You know what I'm saying? She was always, just a nice thin girl. But the clavicles, the neck area, okay? She looked like skin and bones. Even her face is not as, and it's not, she do look she looks sick. or whatever. I don't have any other word to put for it. And so they also show like a video of her like, if you don't like me or whatever, yes, I'm thin. Yes, I'm thin. I'm very, very thin. It's me. And she's like going, and I'm like, what's wrong with Anais? And it did seem a little bit different. And so he's like, I just feel like, I've been calling her. I've been calling Ruben. Nobody's picking up or whatever. And I just want to help her. But Anais said, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what is going on with Anais? I mean, honey. But we'll talk about it later because it will come up anyway. Anyway, we do see Alexis meeting up with Shotty, and I think I have both photos of them. So first of all, that's a cute picture of Shotty. Even though I know he's in jail right now, okay? He is arrested in them jails or whatever. He and the whole Treyway crew and the 6ix9ine dude, you know what I'm saying? And also Alexis. No, Alexis is gorgeous. Okay, say what you want about her issues with Masika, Nosika, but from before, her thing with Fetty Wap. Alexis is so pretty. I think she's gorgeous. And sometimes I feel like we down some of these girls who get pregnant by these rappers so much. I'm like, I hope she knows she's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like had she not went on Love and Hip Hop that one season, was going back and forth with Masika, that people wouldn't like take her as so much of a joke. I like Alexis. I do. I wish her well. Okay, all the way well. But I just think it's a cute picture shot. I do. Like but y'all know like roughneck dude, so that's probably what it is. Anyway, they meet up because I'm hearing these rumors about Treyway being investigated, and I don't know what's going on, and I want to kind of just know what's going on with my career because what I'm saying, it's like they not doing nothing with me, and like I feel like what I'm saying, I'm just being pushed aside. So she told that to him, and he like, you know what? I know you eager. That's great that you're eager as a new artist. However, things don't move when you want them to move. Things don't go as fast as you want them to go. Things ain't based on your timeline. And I said, well, damn, it's not Instagram. Because on Instagram, nothing goes in the right way. Anyway, he like, but can you do me one favor? Can you please let me know before you try to release any music on SoundCloud? And she was like, I'm be honest. No. I was like, well, goddamn it. She said, if I'm not getting anything from you guys, if you guys are not like promoting me or pushing me in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to promote myself. I want people to kind of take me seriously. I want to be, working in this industry. She's like, I'm a single mom. I moved here. Like, I have to make way for my daughter. Like, yeah, well, how's your daughter? She's great, but you know what I'm saying, mama gotta work. You know what I'm saying? How was your Fetty? We're nothing. So, again, like, and I feel like she's trying to keep it on task. Like, let me keep you on top of what I came here for. And, he said, you know what? If you give me a chance, I will do what I promise you. And he couldn't have. You want to know why? Because he went to jail. And that was all what they saying. I'm like, girl, jail, jail, jail. He went to jail. Jail, jail, jail. He went to jail. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I be tripping sometimes. And it's like, oh, it's only 1 o'clock. It's like 5 minutes to 1. We then see Rich, who meets with Jacquay and Sydney, and they're in a studio. So Jacquay is the producer. Remember, he asked Jacquay earlier, I need you to work with, I'm gonna keep myself out of frame so y'all can see this whole picture. I need you to work with an artist of mine, and it was Sydney Star. I want you to create her a beat. So he made her a beat, and she's had this beat for about a week. So she in the studio, and they're like, okay, now what you came up with, what's your little rap thing, honey? And she was rapping some stuff. I don't know what she said. I know she said something about she's a transgender star because she always brings up how she's trans. And you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, Rich, when she was in there, I just can't. I'm gonna make this one. I don't want y'all to miss me too much. I mean, she didn't sound good. She didn't sound bad. To me, she sounded like a person who wants to rap and has something because she's on beat. Okay, she's on beat. And I mean, I did like a little ba, not a bop. I did a ba. And I was like, and that was it. And I'm like, it wasn't horrible. It just wasn't good. But I feel like isn't that the point of her coming to you so that you can help her get better? I felt like Rich was like, oh, it was horrible. Do you really want this? You came to me with this bullshit. You've been in my DMs for like 2 or 3 years now. That's all you got. So I'm like, did you never hear her rap before today? Like, have you never, like, what? I don't get. I'm confused. I'm like, did you not know this is how good or bad she was? And again, if you are a hit maker, okay, she sounded like a beginner, okay, like a beginning rapper person, and with some help, she could get better. Because at least she was on beat. So many people don't be on beat. Anyway, I'm like, if you make stars, make her a star. Rich Dollars, okay, Dollars your rich your dollars. Do something with her. But he was like, I mean, he made it seem like she was a piece of shit, and she was like, really? You like it? I was that bad? Like, you like it at all? He's like, it was horrible. I don't think you really want this. And then Jacqueline like, he ain't say shit. But he was into it at first, and then when Rich said, like, am I tripping or is it like weird? And he like did her like her like her rhythm, like da 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 da. And I'm like, but help her, like produce her, like ain't y'all producers? No, okay. Anyway, so from there she go meet with Naya. I ain't get pictures of that. Her and Naya meet up basically because she felt bad about how Rich told her that she sounded. She felt bad about how Rich told her she sounded. I think I said that wrong the first time. And so she wanted to talk to somebody who can maybe feel her pain. And so she's like, well, who told you it was crappy or whatever? Like, what you mad for? Well, Rich said it was just really, really bad or whatever, and that it was just bad. She's like, oh, let me hear it. She's like, but I'm gonna give you my honest opinion now, my whole honest opinion. And then she does the little rap. She had the song and she raps, uh, well, da, 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 and I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. And again, from Naya even said it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't the best, but she didn't say it was horrible. And she was like, well, maybe don't keep talking about you being trans. Like, don't say you transgender or whatever. You said 2 words that didn't rhyme. It's like, that didn't rhyme with that. But I like how she told her it wasn't, the best, but she didn't like dog or like she was just like Rich. Rich was talking like he was in the studio with Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or Salt and Pepper or Queen Latifah or MC Light or Foxy Brown or Little Kim. He was into with any of them, and then they came out sounding like me rapping, because I can't rap at all. Okay, and I'm like, for a beginner, she sounded good. For a beginner, she sounded good. She didn't sound great. She didn't, but that's what she hired you for, bro. So Nia, like, I keep saying that. I think I'm my little cousin. She also said, Naya said, you know what I'm saying, stop saying how you trans or that you're, the trans queen, because you're so much more than just being labeled trans. You know what I'm saying? She's like, that's like Nicki Minaj and every rap saying I'm a black rapper. She's like everybody knows that you're trans. Like, no one doesn't know that, so you don't have to keep putting that in every rap that you do. And she do that a lot. Sydney thing is real. And says how for her, it's still stuff that people don't know about her. And how, you know what I'm saying, I lied when I was talking before and I said that I already had a sex change. And she was like, huh? She's like, so did you have it done? She was like, no, I haven't had it done yet. But I want to have it done, but I just haven't had it yet. But I knew people might not accept me if they did not know I already had, the bottom half surgery. She says, there'll be times when, she said, I lied and said I already had it done. She said, so there were times when I would be having sex with men and the men didn't know I had a penis. And I was like, for me, I feel like, I'm just confused for any man who is like, you know what, all she wants is anal. Because I'm like, if the man didn't know that she had a penis, and they were having sex, they had to only have anal sex. Or so I'm like, that confuses me a lot, okay? But I'm like, the balls right there, but I don't know. But I'm like, maybe she maybe was having oral sex, and so she was maybe giving head and they didn't know. But she brought up how, you know what I'm saying, mainly I was lying because the men that I liked wouldn't like me. You know what I'm saying? They would not like me, whatever. So I lied. She says, but I don't do that anymore because I don't want to be killed. There's so many things happening to, to us, and I don't want to, have that fear anymore. So I don't want to lie anymore. And she then said, even me sending this to you is a big step for me. What she meant was, because I'm saying it on national television. And I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. She said, for me, when I was younger and I was just, confused and or whatever, how people would tell me that I didn't deserve to live, I should just kill myself. Looking like, oh my God. And as she's talking, she's of course getting emotional, and Naya's hugging her or whatever. And she says, all I want to be is the real woman that I am. And I love how Naya said, you are a real, you are the real woman that you want to be. And you know what I'm saying? I'm here for you. You're not by yourself. I'm here for you. I care for you. And Naya said, she no longer wanted to help Sydney based on Rich asking. She's like, I now want to help her because I feel like I need to help her and not care for her and I want to be there for her. It was amazing. It was very, very amazing. It was also very courageous for Sydney to admit that she still has her penis and she, wants the bottom half surgery, but she has not had it done yet. So that was amazing. Last but not least, wait, no. I forgot about this. We do see a little quick scene with Rich and Jonathan. Because Jonathan asked to meet up with Rich, mainly because he has been trying to get in contact with Anais, and he has not been getting any return calls from Anais or from Ruben. And he said, I called the next best thing, the person who can maybe help. And I said, oh, who did she call? Oh, you called Yandy? Like, who did you call? Called Rich. I was like, okay, I guess is what it is. So, they talked first because the last time they had any kind of communication was when Jonathan was going off because Rich and Anais was messing around and he was mad at Jonathan. No, he was mad at Rich and not at Anais. And so he said how, that he was tripping back then. He put too much responsibility on Rich and not on Anais because it was a 50-50 thing, and he kept putting 100% blame on Rich and kept like kind of just throwing Rich all up under the bus. But Rich was a creep. So they squashed that whole thing. He then says, I called you. My ear is itching like crazy. I think it was like water in it. And it's just kind of driving me crazy. Like a water ear. So he does bring up how I called you because I can't get in contact with Anais. I keep calling her and no one's answering. Ruben isn't answering. And I feel like she needs me. And I just wondered if you had talked to her still, if you know kind of what's going on. And so Rich is like, well, truth be told, I do. He's like, no, yeah, he didn't say that. Rich, like, she's been in and out of a mental facility for the past few months. So, Ruben keeps putting her in there because she keeps having these mental episodes. And, because her and him also was not getting along, the episodes was being more and more frequent. So he keeps having her committed, for, a 72-hour hold, for, this. I'm like, really? And he said, she would call me from the mental place or whatever and be talking crazy and saying how he won't let her leave and but they like she was also in there because she would literally have these mental episodes. And he like, well, if I can get in contact with her. And Rick's like, you want some true tea? Like, you want the truth or whatever? He's like, yeah. He's like, you and I friendship is toxic. Like, y'all always beefing. Like, it's a toxic situation. And if you really want to be there for her, you need to let her get right. Like, she needs to get right, and you need to take a step back and let her do that. I say, Rich don't say stuff too often that I agree with. Okay, he could say the sky blue, and I said, no, it's a little green. It's not really blue, Rich. What he said made total sense. You know what I'm saying? You and her always beefing, and she need to get on her best foot before she can worry about fixing a friendship with you. Because right now she not good, so you need to kind of pause it and not try to fix y'all stuff because she's trying to fix herself. She's a whole wife and a mom. Like, let her get right. So I thought that was great. And now in real life, lastly, Joe and Sin. So Joe and Sin Joe and C. You know what? It's almost like I'm not gonna say this story don't matter because it's not true. What I will say is again, it's difficult when you're watching a reality show and the couples on the show is going through whatever drama, but 2 weeks ago they got engaged. So my thing is, I feel like this fight about them, about her being upset that he does not spend too much time with her, about her being upset or saying how, we not in the best place, you don't spend no time with me, I feel lonely, I feel like we're not on the same page, kind of doesn't matter now because they got engaged and she's happy and they all happy all over the world. So I'm looking like they should have got engaged quietly. Anyway, he comes downstairs and she's like, "Oh, we finna have some family time." He like, "Well, no, I'm finna go to a meeting in the city." She's like, "What? What are you talking about?" He like, "Yeah, I got a meeting in the city. I don't know why you thought I was, I didn't have nothing to do today." And Joey asshole, saying, I'm saying, the breadwinner. So, well, fine, whatever. We're not gonna have no family time, whatever, fine. And he thinks she's joking, so he like laughs and like walking toward, like, okay, I'm walking towards the door, going towards the door. "Oh, you're really gonna leave?" He like, "Well, yeah, I told you I have a meeting to go to." And she's like, "No, we need to talk." He like, "Well, I don't really have that much time, but okay." He like, "If I don't give her this time, she's gonna be pissing the bitch." They sit down or whatever, and like, "You have been neglecting our relationship. You're always working. You know what I'm saying? You're neglecting our. It's not a good thing, Joey. This is not a good thing, Joey." He like, "Well, unfortunately, my job is working, 25/8. And until I don't have to do that, I have to do that, to make money to provide for us." "Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead and make the money." I'm like, "Girl," she's so actually fine. Keep working to make money, Joe. Whatever. And I'm like, "Oh my God, okay." And he like, what's going on or whatever. "I need you to be making more of an effort," you know what I'm saying, because we not seeing eye to eye, you know what I'm saying. We need to find middle ground. He like, "Well, a middle ground was the nanny." "I don't need a nut. I don't need a nanny." I'm like, oh Lord, she just keep yelling. "I don't need a nanny. I need us to reconnect." He like, "Look, so you think the disconnect is me working too much?" And she's like, "Yeah." He like, "Well, that ain't true." He like, "Truth be told, you know what I'm saying, for the past year and a half, the way you move and maneuver in this relationship has changed from where it was when I fell in love with you." You know what I'm saying? He like, "I don't know if it's depression. I don't know if it's postpartum. I don't even know if it's some career shit that you got going on that's just messing with you. But you don't talk to me anymore about what's going on." And I've been depressed, Joey. I've been depressed for months. You haven't noticed it at all because you're always working. Okay? And that's it. He like, "So are you worried about me seeing the depression, or are you thinking about doing something about it?" He said, "Because you never came to me and said, like, Joey, my mental is off. You know what I'm saying? My mental is off and something's wrong. Joey, my mental is off, okay? But you haven't been paying attention," you know what I'm saying? "But you're still not around enough for me." Like, our relationship, he like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah." He like, "Your mental health is way more important than our relationship." He's like, "If we don't make it, um, he said, I'm fine if we break up as long as your mental state is okay." Meaning, I think somebody said it earlier, he wasn't saying like, "We can break up, I don't care." He means, "I don't want you not in a good mental space and we work up for that and you still, messed up." And then he like, "But I have to go." Fine, Joey, go. I don't think he should have left. I do think whatever meeting he had, he should have said, "Something going on at home. I have a family emergency. I have to reschedule." But I get it's a reality show. And that's how it goes off. So we shall see what happens next week on Days of Their Lives. Anyway, that's how it is. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.
He's like love, love.